So, I decided to make a song out of IGN hate comments. Now, it's no secret that over the years, IGN has put out some, well, kind of funky game reviews. But sitting at the top of the hill of funky reviews, there's one in particular that stands out. I'm of course speaking about the Alien Isolation review. Yes, this particular review has more hate comments than the price of Pokemon's cookies.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made the song, the decisions I made while creating it, and of course, the song itself. So, let's begin. So, to start off, I had to think what style of music would be best for me to create. And considering I'm not a particularly gifted singer and I was also in multiple metal bands when I was younger, the answer was pretty simple. So, I started by laying down some sweet O's to please the hoes, and after 2 hours, I had the outline of my song. So, that meant it was now time to start building the foundations, starting with drums. So it's fair to say I'm not a drummer, so I turned to my programmed drums to help me out on this project, and through a combination of hitting my MIDI keyboard pad like I was speaking in Morse code, and painting in extra hits with my mouse like I was a digital Picasso, I got the main frame of the drums laid out in just under an hour, meaning I had the foundations of my song in place.
Nice.
And now, it was time to move on to bass. Okay, so I'm gonna level with you, I'm not much of a bass player either. So, I dug out my old Yamaha 5-string and recorded a very simple bass line, and then decided to split the bass between two channels, one being clean and the other dirty. That way it gives the bass a kind of dirty, fuzzy sound I like in metal songs, and meant it should sit nicely in the mix. After this was done, it was time to move on to guitar. So, to start off with, I had to look for a new guitar plugin that would fit the style of this song. And after a little research, I downloaded a VST plugin named Amped Roots. It's completely free and I really like the sound I was able to get out of it. For any of you listening at home that want to try this plugin out, I've linked it in the description below. Now, I started by retracking the rhythm guitars and then moved on to the small bits of lead that I added into the chorus. This was pretty quick to redo as I'd previously played all the parts for the demo guitar. Once these had all been retracked, it was time for the final stage. Now, like most areas of music, I'm not a particularly gifted vocalist either, but as I don't really have any spare money to pay anybody else to do it, I was gonna have to do this myself. So I got to work on compiling a whole list of hate comments from below the video and organizing them in a way that fit the song. Once that was done, I whipped out the Shure SM7B, put it in my cupboard, draped a duvet over the doors, and started to shriek like a demented with severe mental health issues.
Never forget!
Yeah, I know what you're thinking, that's a pretty unusual sight. But I have neighbours and this was the only way to reduce the sound, so I had to do what I had to do. After vocals were complete, I added in a few little extras like bass drops and some background piano, and once that was done, I bounced it down and slapped a mastering preset on the exported file. Because, well, I'm terrible at mastering, and I can, so I did. And that was it. I'd completed the song. So without further ado, here is the IGN
hate song.
Honestly, I
So there you go, that's the IGN hate song. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comments down below, maybe even hit that like button and consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace.